When you think of a dangerous career, you probably don't have delivery driver in your top 5. Let me tell you something from a delivery driver's point of view. When you deal with the most bottom feeder troglodyte homunculus morons that this planet has to offer, you never know what you're pulling up on when you go down that driveway. A few days ago, we had a delivery driver get shot at when she pulled up to make the delivery that some jackass ordered. Pretty consistently, when you pull up to a house, you never exactly know what you're going to come across. It could be the most mundane delivery of your life where you just pull up, drop it off, and leave. You might have a dog to deal with, and that's at your discretion. If you decide you ain't comfortable with that delivery, I don't blame you. But sometimes the factors are out of your control and the circumstances are out of your hands, and you're dealing with an absolute unhinged lunatic maniac that placed an Amazon delivery a few days ago and apparently forgot. So in this video, we're going to cover one of those circumstances where you are dealing with the most dangerous situation you can possibly deal with as a delivery driver, where you come across one of the biggest morons this planet has to offer and an unsuspecting victim just trying to do their job.
I want to get out now to our Doug Evans, who's been following a story where an Amazon driver was shot while trying to deliver holiday packages. Doug, just a horrible situation.
Yeah, the driver, let's be clear, the driver wasn't shot, Ariel. She was shot at while trying to make a delivery in the town of Moreland.
An important distinction. She wasn't shot. She was merely shot at. Just the possibility of death, not certain death. That's a step above what the high-paid news anchor would lead you to believe, and thank God for this guy's excellent journalism and specification of what really happened. We're able to keep our story straight now. Let's continue.
In Coweta County, and I didn't know this, but I guess Amazon can make deliveries as early as 4:45 in the morning, and that's what happened.
That would be an Amazon Flex driver. And an Amazon Flex driver is basically an independent contractor that delivers your packages via their own vehicle. The type of person that I work for is a DSP, a delivery service partner, where they employ multiple employees and you drive the big Amazon van. We don't start that early. We're not going to be on the road really before 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. But a Flex driver can roll up to your house at any point in the day. You could get a package at midnight. It could come 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the evening. You never know. Flex is exactly what it sounds like, a flexible delivery time. You never know when it's coming. You'll just get a message on your phone saying you're out for delivery and it'll be there soon. That's what this individual was. And unfortunately, at 4 o'clock in the morning, she had the misfortune to pull up on a raging lunatic.
Just before the holidays, this driver was trying to make a delivery, she told authorities, and she saw some dogs in the yard and said, no way, not going in that yard. And so she was beginning to mark the package undeliverable.
I'd like to elaborate on that undeliverable status. Let me explain something to you jackasses out there that have these big dogs, Rottweilers, Pit Bulls, German Shepherds, Great Danes. If you have a package out for delivery and that package means something to you, put your dogs away. When you see out for delivery, take the 5 minutes out of your day to step out the door and let your dog out and bring it back in. Because just as she was about to do in marking that package undeliverable, that is at our discretion, and that is a very serious option that we consider at every stop that has a dog. Most drivers are not going to get out of their vehicle and risk getting attacked to deliver you your $5 fucking Amazon package. We're not going to do it, and you would be asinine to expect us to even consider it. As he said, she was going to mark it undeliverable due to dogs being outside. So in future reference, just as a public service announcement, if you've got dogs and you've got a package out for delivery, you get notified, put your fucking dog in the house.
When she heard shouting from the front porch of the home, and she's parked out on the street, according to the Coweta County Sheriff's Office. And so before she knows it, there are 3 shots that ring out. And she gets out and she says, Amazon delivery, Amazon delivery. And then the guy shoots 3 more times.
Can we just be remarked at this woman's fucking bravery to get shot at and exit her vehicle to let him know why she's there, rather than stomping the gas and getting the hell out of there? This fucking lunatic comes outside and just starts hollering, God only knows what. Woman's probably innocently got her music playing in her car trying to get through her shift. And this guy runs out on the porch and just hollers something, a basic fucking, I'm scared! You're making me nervous, and just shoots at her. What a complete lobotomite. I thought we had gotten past lobotomies, but we have found the final standing lobotomite in the country, and here he is. This gentleman that took shots at this fucking delivery driver has to be the dumbest son of a bitch ever put on this earth. If God ever made a mistake, it would be this moron right here that he cursed our planet to be fucking bothered by. How dare you come outside and take 3 shots at some fucking random Joe Blow, and then when they get out and address you, hey, it's Amazon, calm the fuck down, you shoot again? What a fucking lunatic, an unhinged maniac.
So deputies did respond. They talked to the Amazon driver, they talked to the homeowner there, and they arrested the homeowner for reckless conduct. Now, he says, and his
reckless conduct.
Bradley.
Oh my God, he's got Bradley in his name. I want it to be stated right now. I have nothing to do with this fucking loser. I want it to be stated right now. I do share a name with this fucking loser, but I don't endorse him. I speak for Bradleys everywhere when I say we do not endorse this fucking guy. Look at that. That looks like a troglodyte homunculus right there. He looks like a cave-dwelling moron. If I could put into words what an unhinged maniac would look like, right there. Right there. This guy being arrested for reckless conduct is a fucking insult. There are people in prison for decades behind minor shit like pot, and this fucking guy is outside shooting his gun at a fucking Amazon driver that he asked to be there. He obviously ordered from her. That woman did not just roll down the road and say, you know what, that's a nice house, I'm gonna pull up on it. This is classic paranoia at its finest. Mental instability. This guy's got mental health problems. I have no doubt about it. This right here, in his mind, was somebody pulling up to do harm to him. I guess just any headlights that appear outside of his window at night could possibly be a threat. I mean, that's the only thing I can figure. If I had to just spitball a guess, I would not call this guy the personification of mental stability. When you look at this guy, you expect something like this.
And this happened on Levi Bradbury Road in Moreland. Bradley tells authorities that, he saw these headlights out.
Can we call this guy fucking Timothy from now on? He is a Tim. He's a Timothy. He can be Alan. He cannot be a Bradley. He cannot be a Brad. He can't be anything that resembles Bradley. We disown this guy. I want him to have to go through a legal name change in order to leave the penitentiary.
There at 4:45 in the morning, they were shining light into his grandfather's bedroom, and he went out to get them to leave because they've had trespassers on their property. And he shouted something, didn't get a response, so he fired 3 times. And then
even this reporter can't help but to just chuckle at how asinine this guy's mental state is. Lights are shining inside your window, and that means in order for you to get them to leave, you go outside and shoot at them. Trespassers are not a viable reason to go fucking kill somebody, bro. Call 911. First off, can we start here, man? In 2026, can we start a new fad? If you think someone's trespassing on your property, lock your door and call 911 like a civilized member of society. Don't go outside and try to get vigilante justice and kill people, man. You're just looking for a reason to shoot somebody. It's really how I feel about that, because at the end of the day, you have a gun. Lock the door, load your gun, and if they try to come into your home, defend yourself. Then it's justified. Then I can understand where you're coming from. But you order Amazon packages. You have an issue with trespassers, whatever. Whether you forgot your package was coming, you didn't expect it to come that early, whatever your reasoning is, there's no excuse to go outside and just start shooting people or attempting to shoot people. And the fact this man is in jail right now over reckless conduct and not attempted murder is just shows you how flawed the justice system really is. I don't know what reckless conduct carries as far as prison time, but it really sounds just one step above disorderly conduct. Like, it really doesn't sound really that serious. And this woman could have lost her life trying to make her Christmas money for her family or whatever she was out there doing. She's doing nothing wrong. She's doing her job, and this fucking moron is unhinged and deranged and fucking trying to kill people. I have a dog in this fight. I am very offended because I am an Amazon driver. I am in her shoes every day. When you pull up on these houses, you don't know what you're dealing with, especially when you pull up at night. When you're on these back roads and you pull up at night and it's pitch black and you can't see nothing but 10 feet in front of you because of the little cheap ass headlamp that they give you, those are scary situations. You don't know if you're going to be charged by a dog, get attacked by a coyote, have a moron like this come outside and try to kill you. You just never know what you're pulling up on. So I would like in 2026 for us to have a little more appreciation for your delivery drivers. Go up to that individual and thank them for their service.
I guess fired an additional 3 shots, and deputies warned him, hey, listen, if you have any problems like this in the future, you don't know who's out there, you're concerned, call 911 and we'll come out and handle it. And that's their advice to people today. Anytime you suspect something or have some concern, or there's a suspicious person, suspicious vehicle out there, they tell you to call 911 and let them handle it. So the homeowner there
I'll take the most obvious statement that never needed to be said for 500, Alex. Nobody ever needed to be told that. Hey, if you're nervous about something, if you feel like someone's in front of your house that shouldn't be there, hey, call 911. A great suggestion that never needed to be suggested. I feel like the further we get along in life, the more people are looking for a reason. I've never been a big proponent of censorship, nor gun restriction, nor anybody losing any rights. But in this situation, it makes you take a step back and really look at the way that the country's turning out. It's like people are looking for an opportunity to kill somebody, and that's just a horrible reason to be a gun owner. If somebody comes in your home or is attempting to come in your home and you defend yourself and your family, that's great. And I fully support you. And I really hope if someone's attempting to do a home invasion on you and hurt you, I hope you unalive that individual, and I hope you get away with it, because that's the fate that they deserved. You was a piece of shit in life, and now it's time for you to see what's on the other side. It's time to go meet your maker. But when it's situations like this and you're just a paranoid nut with a gun, it makes me scared. It makes me scared for myself. It makes me scared for my daughter. It makes me scared for the future. I really hope we can get some better mental health evaluations for individuals, especially people like this that are clearly dealing with some form of paranoid schizophrenia. Because while sounding like an armchair psychologist, if headlights outside and a few trespassers over time have been enough to get you to go outside and shoot at people, it makes me think that there's more going on than just wanting them to leave.
Ariel facing charges today for reckless conduct for the shooting at this Amazon driver.
Doug, thanks so much.
As we wrap up the coverage of this insane story, can we just take a second to give this guy a round of applause for this background he chose? What a scene. I just want to be there right now. It looks like there's a nice breeze going on, a beautiful day, nice little lake, maybe cast a fishing pole in, but what a beautiful, beautiful background that this guy chose. Location, location, location.
For that clarification and making the story make sense. You know, I can't imagine you're trying to deliver packages, you're trying to do your job, and then out of nowhere you hear gunfire. Crazy situation. Interesting to follow this case as charges have been filed against the homeowner. Before I let you go really quickly, any final questions you have on the story that you'd like to make sense of for viewers?
Well, listen, we're waiting on body cam video tonight for 4, 5, and 6. And we'll have that for you as this story airs on Fox 5. Unfortunately, we didn't have it for you for the 2 p.m. streaming hour. The other thing that I think is interesting is, Ariel, Amazon and Bradley are practically neighbors. There's a 1 million square foot Amazon distribution center right down the road from his house.
Yeah, that's
okay. So we appreciate this journalist's due diligence in clarifying things, because when you hear the story, you think that he's going to be like deep in the country where people shouldn't be showing up at his house, and maybe it's justified because people are out there hunting illegally or coming to burglarize his garage, or like that's the only way that I can take this where it even remotely starts to make sense. But the fact this man has a 1 million square foot Amazon facility right down the road from his fucking house lets me know he lives next to a major city or a major hub for Amazon, which is never just in the middle of fucking nowhere. They have a ton of employees that need to come in. So this guy lives in the city. So that lets me know this man is just outside shooting at fucking random people on the road. It could have been anybody. It could have been his neighbor. It could have been his fucking mom doing a welfare check. He would have never known because he just came outside, hollered, "Who's out there?" and just got to shooting. This guy right here, I'm hoping that they lock up for a very long time, give him a little bit of mental health evaluation, and get him the help that he needs. And for God's sake, get the guns away from this guy. It's a sad story, man. It's a sad story, and I have no doubt about it that woman is traumatized and is going to look at every delivery as a different situation, as a possibility of life and death, which is going to make her job so hard, which is very valid. When you get shot at by somebody, when you're doing nothing wrong, it puts doubt in your mind as to what's coming down the pike or what's going to happen every time you stop off. You never know, and it's going to be at the forefront of her mind when she pulls up on new houses. Hey, this could go left at any second. In 2026, everybody, I would appreciate if you would thank your driver and understand that we are people too. You know, we're not robots. We're not perfect. We do the best we can. Violence is never the answer. And I would tell you right now, the shooting is an extreme example of this. We deal with the worst that humanity has to offer on a daily basis. We have people yell at us over where the package gets left. We have people yell at us over being late because the timer on their phone said we'd be there at 1 and we didn't get there till 1:30. We're not perfect. Traffic happens. People got to eat. We stop off and have lunch. We might need to go to the bathroom. Get over yourself. You're not the main character. The package will come when it gets there. We do our best to get it where you ask it to be, but if it ends up on the back porch and you want it on the front porch or vice versa, we apologize. We have a lot of stops. We do the best we can to get it to your house in a timely fashion, but this right here is absolutely unacceptable, terrifying, and just flat out unhinged. And I hope that anybody that watches this video feels the same way that I do. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of this fucking loser, because I am blown away. And the fact this man got reckless conduct and not attempted murder is a fucking black eye on the justice system and really pisses me off. So let's hope in the future a lunatic like this faces real justice and they lock him up and throw away the key, because there is no room in a civilized society for a troglodyte homunculus moron like this guy. Thanks everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a good one.